Hello guys, and welcome back to my Pokemon fan art series. Now, this time I'm going to go back to looking at some fan art designs from DarkSilvania's DeviantArt. This is from a series called Powermon. It's their sort of, it's rated Pokemon, but it does include a lot of designs you wouldn't expect to see in normal Pokemon, I guess you could say. You'll see as we go through, there's actually like 250 different sets of designs to go through, so I think we're going to be here for a while. We're doing 4 on this episode, so yeah, hopefully you guys will enjoy this whole sort of area of this now. I'm going to go on for a while because the designs are pretty damn amazing. So I'm going to get on with it, shall we? First off today we have Galactor. Now this is a 4-stage sort of Pokemon. Galactor, obviously, it's all about the cow jumping over the moon sort of fairy tale, and its type and form depends on the type of the moon phase. Here we have the full moon form, and it's a light rock type, and then when it's the first quarter moon form phase, I suppose, it's a psychic rock type. Then when it's the new moon, it's a dark rock type, and when it's in the last quarter, it's a ghost rock type. Now I think that's very clever indeed. Obviously it could easily be measured in a game like that, so it'd be very interesting to see if, they do incorporate moon phases at some point during the Pokemon franchise. Who knows? It's the moon phase Pokemon, as you'd expect, and the legend says Galactor came to the Earth from the moon and is bounded to it. Some people say it is the lunar spirit. This Pokemon suffers a transformation with each one of the moon phases, which lasts for 7 days, because 4 months and 4 weeks in a month, and never ends. This Pokemon can jump like he possesses his own gravity. So a very interesting one here. And it says, in the Creole region, you'll have a device called a moon clock. It will show you the 4 moon phases, each one lasts 7 days long. Each Galactor will automatically transform during each phase into one of his forms. You can stop the transformations by giving him a special item called Lunar Lock. With this item, the Galactor will remain in the form it was when you gave him the Lunar Lock. Now, obviously the person is describing how it would work in-game, I suppose. There's no actual game surrounding this. I wish there was. Hopefully someone can work on it at some point, if you talk to the creator about the designs, but obviously it's giving some ideas for a game, which would be amazing if it was. Okay, right, moving on. Next up we have Ornorble. It's a ghost, but it varies on the form. Now, Ornorble is a centenarian Pokemon. Ornorble's are harmless spirits who can take the form of common things you find in your home, but there are only a few of those forms known. They can change the powers in the base of the object looking like. This Pokemon can be very big in old mansions and hiding in dark corners. If you feel a human presence, they like to play pranks and scare them. Now we have 5 forms here. One where it's based on a kettle, I suppose, is a ghost water type. One where it's based on an oven, ghost fire type. Then there's a shoe, a ghost ground type. I'm guessing that's a coat or a jacket, being ghost fighting. And then there's an umbrella being ghost flying. Now, these ideas are very cool. You can just imagine, being in a mansion like the abandoned mansion or whatever, and just, popping you up in different places with different items and stuff. That would be amazing, really. And they say here, Ornorble can be found in the big mansion of the Creole region, but it would be able to just catch one, and the type and the form he will appear would depend on one of the 5 items you'll be able to choose from. Obviously a kettle, lantern, shoe, kimono, or umbrella kimono being the jacket I was talking about. So again, a very nice idea. 5 different forms, similar to Rotom, obviously ghost type and changing forms, whereas Rotom sort of possesses stuff, whereas this just takes on the form, I'm guessing. So yeah, again, good idea, and I like to see it in game. Next up we have a set of Pokemon based on heartbreak and relationships, I'm guessing. First up we have an Ahati, which is a psychic type. It's the Broken Heart Pokemon. An Ahati is a Pokemon that knows only sadness and rejection, born from the energy of those that haven't felt love, or have been betrayed many times. In their solitude, they are weak and bland, but depending on how they're trained, he can evolve into 3 different Pokemon. So, I'm going to just read through what they've written here. First, sadness and pain can become anger and hate. For this, you must use Unhearty in 30 consecutive battles and lose all 30 in a row. This way, each failure will slowly transform the sorrow into grudge, and so it will evolve into Betanor. Betanor is a psychic dark type, and is the Black Heart Pokemon. Betanor knows nothing but hate and fury after a life of pain and failure. This Pokemon must be trained with extreme precaution, so all the anger can be focused on the opponent. Otherwise, it can become rampant and attack everything and everyone, even its trainer. So again, yeah, let's go back and look at the designs. Unhearty definitely looks amazing, and Betanor obviously looks awesome, seriously. Just like, you can sort of imagine it from a Kingdom Hearts series, I guess. But yeah, okay. Apart from that, let's move on. Second, the suffering can become disdain through victory. For this, you must use Unhearty in 30 consecutive battles and win all 30 in a row. This way, with every victory, his heart will become colder and will eventually evolve into Dismiz. Dismiz is a psychic ice type and is the cold heart Pokemon. Dismiz knows nothing but disdain and despite. With a heart cold as ice after a life of solitude, this Pokemon has become arrogant and insolent, being unable to find beauty in anything, treating everyone as if it were unworthy. This Pokemon must be trained with a strong hand, otherwise he won't listen to any order given to him. Now, the design for Dismiz looks very good. You can totally imagine it being someone that, has got no sort of sympathy or empathy or anything along those lines. It's very, cold heart, as is intended. And finally, you can whip out any feeling through neglect. For this, you must start 30 battles with Unhearty, but taking it out of battle in all of them, avoiding any fighting. So, sending it in and then pulling it out straight away. After doing this, all his emotion will disappear with all his heart, and it will evolve into Drastoik. Drastoik is a psychic ghost type, and is the heartless Pokemon. Drastoik is blank, he feels nothing. The Pokemon has lost his heart as a defense mechanism to stop feeling so much pain and sorrow. This Pokemon is the hardest to train, but the strongest too. It has required a strong will to dominate something that doesn't have a will of its own. A weak trainer won't get any reaction from it. So again, the design looks great for this. Obviously, the heart is as a whole inside it, where the heart is gone, whereas in obviously Betanor you see it's a dark heart, and then Unhearty is a half heart, so a broken heart, and then Dismiz is kind of like frozen over, I guess you could say. So obviously, it's cold heart. So again, all the designs look great there. There's certainly a interesting evolution technique. Yeah, 30 battles is not, I don't know, maybe over time. Obviously, you can do it by happiness, but who knows. So let's move on to our last set. It's a very long set, this one. First up we have Sakura. Sakura is a bug rock type and is a sacred Pokemon. Sakura can evolve into 4 different Pokemon depending on a certain item. If it's used with the Breathing Stone, it will evolve into Falcop, another bug rock type, which is the funerary Pokemon, and Falcop evolves into Horoth at level 20. Horoth is a bug flying type and is a celestial Pokemon. Now, Sakura, with the Absorbing Stone, can evolve into Canop, a bug rock type as well, and also the funerary Pokemon. Canop evolves into Anuntis at level 20. Anuntis is a bug dark type and is the funeral Pokemon. Sakura, with the Eating Stone, evolves into Crocop, another bug rock type and also the funerary Pokemon, and Crocop evolves into Isobek at level 20. Isobek is a bug water type and is the Nile Pokemon. Finally, with a Detoxing Stone, Sakura can evolve into Casnasp, another bug rock type, also the funerary Pokemon, and Casnasp evolves to Wadege at level 20, and Wadege is a bug poison type and the Cobra Pokemon. Now, these Pokemon, if you haven't guessed already, are based on Egyptian mythology, where the 4 evolutions of Sakura are the jars, where when a pharaoh or another high-ranking person died, they would remove their organs and put them into jars. So obviously you have one organ per jar. You have lung, absorbing is intestines, eating is stomach, and then detoxing is the liver. And obviously then the 4 ones evolve into 4 different Egyptian gods, which the jars are based on. Horoth, I've forgotten, it's, I can find that. Horoth is from Horus. Anuntis is from Anubis, evidently. Isobek is from Sobek, and Wadege is from Wadjet. So obviously they're based on sort of animals beforehand, so they've just taken the inspiration. And like what he's done with the types, obviously the is mixed Horus with a moth, so it's a flying type. Mixed Anuntis with a mantis, or Anubis with mantis, sorry. So obviously it's a dark type, because Anubis is to do with death and stuff in Egyptian mythology. And of course Isobek is to do with a water type because it's a crocodile, and obviously the Nile Pokemon. And then finally Wadege, is a bug poison type because of its cobra-ness. So yeah, overall I'm liking the design and theme behind this stuff. it'd be interesting to see if they do it in any game in the future, because you could have sort of an Egyptian theme or area and stuff like that, and you can have Pokemon like that everywhere. Overall, the designs are great. I'm liking them all. Nothing really to say there, so yeah. So guys, that's it for this episode of Pokemon FanArt. I'll be seeing you next time, where we're going to look up some more of DarkSilvania's Powermon. Bye guys.